Well, good morning, everyone, team. Welcome back to the sessions. Let me start the session for today. Meanwhile, others can join parallelly. Just 1 second, team. I'm checking the environment. Actually, just 10 minutes before our environment is working, suddenly it got refreshed, I believe. Just give me 1 minute. I'm taking the new environment and I'll start the session for today. Just 1 second. Anyhow, rest of the people have to join. Let me wait for 1 more minute. Just 1 minute, team. I'm starting the session for today. Just 1 minute. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay. Well, good morning, everyone, team. Welcome back to the sessions. Let me start the session for today. So, in yesterday's session, team, we were talking about our enterprise configuration in the system, right? So, yesterday I started with our enterprise configuration in the system, how to define the enterprise team. So when we defining our enterprise in the system yesterday team, system asking us to capture the location details of that enterprise team. So then I explained you what are locations in the Fusion application team. What are locations I told you for our clients organizations, the office addresses where they were located. We will call them as locations in the system I told you. So what I did team, I stopped enterprise setup. I went to locations and I started configuring the locations in the system team. But here again, system was asking me under which location set you are creating this location, right team? Under which location set you are creating this location. So what I did team, I started with the concept of reference data set in the Fusion system. See, all these are interlinked concepts team. To define the enterprise, I want location. To define the location, I want reference data set. So in yesterday's session, I was explaining you what are reference data sets in the Fusion system. I told you This is very utmost important configuration in the system, right team? RDS. For what purpose we have RDS? I told you team yesterday. In order to map workforce structures like jobs, grades, locations, departments to the business units in the system, we have an intermediary or we have a connecting bridge between them called reference data set. I told you team, correct? And in fact, with a requirement here, I have explained you yesterday. I have taken two legal entities, then 5 business units under that. Then how the jobs requirement of my client, grades, location, departments I have given. Then I finalized to accommodate this requirement. How many reference data sets are required? How many data sets are required? So what I told you, the main thumb rule team, in Fusion system, we will not directly map our work structures to BU. We have an intermediary called RDS that I told you. And for each business unit in the system, I told you, we will map 4 types of RDS. One job set, one grade set, one location set, and one department set for each BU team. So whatever the jobs, grades, locations, departments that you are creating under that particular 4 sets team, that all data will map to the BU accordingly. And where the validation is taking place team, I shown you yesterday, whenever HR hiring the employees in the system, in the assignment level, the moment HR choose the business unit detail, next job, grade, department, location, whatever we map it to that BU, only they will come to the HR I told you team, correct? So as part of our configuration of core HR module team, these all things we are going to configure in the system according to the client requirement. So you have to finalize how many reference data sets will be required in each business object team. You take jobs, grades, location, departments. So by studying the requirement, how many are common across all BU, how many have clear-cut differentiation team, then you finalize team. So here what I can do team, we have in the system a task name called manage reference data set. So first to go here team and define all your reference data sets that you finalized, because next when you go to locations, okay, then when you go to grades, when you go to departments, when you go to jobs, we require that sets information, because system will ask me immediately in team. When I go to location, system will ask me under which location set you are creating this location, under which department set, job set, position set, grade set. Okay, so the position is not there team, remaining all. So we have to be ready team with all our reference data sets in the system. So go to the application team. So where we have to come to configure anything in the system, the right side settings and action, administration, setup and maintenance, right team? So from here, keep your offering in the scope, that is your workforce deployment. Core HR module offering is deployment. Then search with the team, manage reference data set. See, this is the task name we have to define the reference data set team. So here what we will do, we will define all our sets in the system team. Simply click on plus icon and you define your set. What is that team? For jobs, I have 2 sets required team to accommodate them. So Tata, Auto, Job, RDS. See, these naming conventions also client will inform us how they want. As of now, in the training, I'm going with these names team. Okay. Tata Job RDS team, set name. Description is optional team. Code, as we all know, in Fusion system, for maximum things, the code concept will be coming. Even in the last session, when we creating implementation project, the code is there. Then locations, everywhere we have that team. Unique ID. So I'm giving something like Tata Auto, right? AJRDS. In short, I'm giving like this team. Tata Auto Job Reference Data Set. This is my set name team. Then plus icon, TCS Job RDS team. Okay. TCS JRDS. I'm giving like this team. For TCS, one job set. Then team, common set, whether you will define or not, up to you. Because for 4 of our business objects, by default, common set Oracle delivered. You want to use that only, you can, or else if you want to create your own custom common set team, you define it accordingly. So I'm defining team Tata grades common set. So I'm giving in short like this team. Okay. Then for locations also, I'm defining my custom common set. Okay. So Tata locations common set. Okay. Then team Tata Auto Department RDS. Okay. Tata Auto Department RDS. Then TCS Department RDS. See team, like this. Okay. Whatever your requirement to accommodate the business objects to, sorry, the business objects to the BU team, we have to finalize them. Like this team in the Fusion system, all our reference data sets we will define. Come to manage reference data set, plus icon, delete all your RDs. Kumar, why you are defining now itself? See, next when I go to any of these configurations, next I will create location for my enterprise team. System will ask me under which set. Then department, system will ask me under which set. Next here. So by this task team, you have to configure all your reference data sets in the system team. Okay. So now this is the approach. Click on save button and then again save and close. Now your reference data sets are ready in the system team. Okay. Now team, let us proceed with our location configuration team, because for my enterprise yesterday, I stopped to give the location detail. So in order to define the locations team, we have a task name in the system called manage locations team. See, these are configurations in the system. These are the task names team that we have to search in the application to configure that object. So in order to define the locations team, we have manage locations in the system. Okay. Okay. We have manage locations in the system team. So come to the application and search with manage locations team. See, when we come to manage locations team, not only for our enterprise, next when we defining our divisions, for every division we have a location to capture. Next, for legal entities, we have separate concept called legal address team. For enterprise, division, business unit, departments, for all these business objects team, location system will ask where it is located, where this department is located. So here team, by coming to manage locations, we can create all that addresses of that organization's team. Now let us focus for the enterprise team. So come to manage locations, click on create button here team. Okay, click on create button here team. You will land upon create location page. Okay, where you will land upon team create location page. So as I told you yesterday team, any picture of that office building that you want to upload here, you can upload as a web address team. Then basic details. Even this I told you, effective start date concept. For our enterprise, it will come with 110001 I told you yesterday. But for remaining all, it will follow 111951. But team, one important consideration. Whenever we configuring the location to our enterprise team, please configure for location with 110001 only for enterprise. This location now I have to assign to enterprise team. While you are configuring team, okay, please configure with 110001 for this enterprise alone, only one for enterprise team. Why? Because now in the system, when I'm configuring enterprise, effective start date is 110001. Location, if I create with 1951 team, the date mismatch is happening. So this location I cannot use to map to enterprise. So team, only for the enterprise. When you configuring the location team, you give the date as 110001, which is equal to enterprise team. Remaining all, you can go with 1951. I mean to say remaining all means for divisions, for business units, for departments, whatever the locations you're defining, then you go with 1951, because even divisions, BUs, departments, start dates are 1951 team. But for enterprise only, make sure the effective start date in synchronization with the enterprise in the system, because this location I'm going to assign to my enterprise team. Then team, now system asking me, see under location set. So now I can create this. I'm not using Oracle delivered. For locations, we defined our custom location set team. So let me search here. See, these all are what just we created 5 minutes back. Reference data sets, TC team. So I'm using this data locations common set. See, now I'm configuring all my locations now. I will define under this set team, and this set I will map to all my business units in the system. So these locations will be commonly mapped to all BUs team accordingly. So location set I'm giving action, reason, and context value. Even yesterday, when we configuring our enterprise in the system, we have these things coming up team. So I told you, we will talk about them when we reach out to the respective topic here team, right? We have a separate task for them here, where here, actions, action, reasons, descriptive flex field. So keep it for future discussion team. Even in the enterprise screen, I told the same. Let us talk about them. Then team, while you configuring the location, many unnecessary fields are there here team. To be frank, it's not at all required. These all things. Only whatever is required that we use in the real-time implementation projects also, I will explain you till that. They are sufficient, remaining not required. So team, when you're creating the location, after the basic details team, location information, name. So I'm giving team something like, okay, Tata Group Enterprise, okay, headquarter location. All these naming conventions are up to the client requirement team. Okay. Then the code. Say I told, right, Infusion system code concept is everywhere available team. So just to make it unique from the name, I'm bifurcating with underscore like this team. Okay. Not necessarily like this. If you want to go with numeric, alphanumeric also, you can go. But as of now, I'm giving like this. Description is optional team. Anything you want to write about that location, you can write, or else optional. It give or not doesn't have any impact team. Then any attachments, any that office related maps or blueprints or something, anything attachments, if you want to upload team, you can click on plus icon and you can upload from your laptop that. Okay. Then team, location, latitude, location, longitude. In real-time applications that you are going to work in your client side team, your client application, whenever you're working on this create location page, okay, you won't see the location, latitude or longitude team. Okay, in this demo instance is our training environment team. Here we in Fusion system, we have a concept called DFF, descriptive flex field. One concept is there, means team, on every screen, Oracle by default delivers the standard fields. For example, create location is there. Effective start date, location, action, reason, status, name, code. These all are Oracle designed page team. All these are Oracle delivered attributes. But we have the scope to create custom fields on top of Oracle delivered team. That is the concept called a DFF. What is that team? Descriptive flex field. So as part of that concept practicing team, someone on this location screen defined these attributes customly. So when you go for the real-time projects team, you won't be seeing them in the system. So ignore that. Location, latitude, longitude, someone different. Kumar, how we can create them, Kumar? Will you be teaching us? Yes, we are going to see that team here. We have a separate concept in the sheet C, DFF, point 15, if you could see it. So here I will explain you how to create custom fields on the pages. That is not required now. Please ignore them, team. See, status. we have to keep it active. Then team, inventory organization. What do you mean by inventory org team? See, locations concept is not only there in HCM team, in Fusion Financials, in Fusion Supply Chain Management also, this locations concept is their team. Because in supply chain product team, they have inventory org concept is there. How we have legal entities, business units team, they have inventory org, godowns, warehouses, stock keeping centers like that team. So this location, when we configuring team, whether this location is belong to any of that inventory organization in supply chain, that we have to map here team. But this is not our cup of soup. As a HCM consultants, we are not bothered about that because we are focusing on the locations of our client office addresses team. For our organizations, we are defining team. When supply chain people creating the locations team, then they will map this location belong to which inventory or, but our locations are not related to them team. We are configuring our organization addresses. So please ignore that team. This is not required for us. Okay. Then context value concept. As I told you, action, reason, and context value, we are going to talk team in the coming classes. Okay. Just a second, team. Okay. So here, team, the address details we have to capture, the location details, exactly where it is located. So as part of our client, he will provide all the details, team. We have to check it accordingly. Okay. So here we have to choose the country, then address. These all details easily you can understand, team. Let's say our client enterprise is part of India. So search the country, then the geography stream, whatever for the countries we have, they will come. Okay. Let me select the country. Okay. Then address line one, something, the details you can give, team. So some details as of now I'm giving. Okay. And then team, address line. Ravin, statement I have clearly explained why I'm going with 110001 this 10 minutes back. At the this location I'm creating for my enterprise. Only for the enterprise in the system I told go with 110001. For remaining all, whatever the locations you're defining, you will go with 1951 because enterprise is starting with 110001, right? If I configure this with 1951, this location I cannot use to assign to locate enterprise. System will not show me in the drop down there because the date effective changes are there here between them. So, okay, I'm giving some road number 23, some details randomly I'm giving as of now. Okay, industrial park. Okay, then Mumbai, some details I'll go with randomly team. Then state of Maharashtra. Then further, if you want team, this time code, official language, okay. Then what is the email of that location? These all details you can capture team. Geographic hierarchy, one concept is there. This is what we have to talk as part of this trees concept when we come team. In Fusion system, we have trees. When we come here, you will understand that because in our absence management module team, we have calendar events, one concept is there, defining of public holidays in the system. So when we come to calendar events team, we will come to the locations that what we configure and we will map this geographic hierarchy or tree. We have a separate concept for that you will be learning in the absence module. So now you can keep it open team. Then phone details, fax details, other phone. If you want, you can capture all this information team. So here, till here, the location creation will be completed team. If I scroll down, I have shipping details, ship to site, bill to site, or some location extra information I have team, country specific. Okay. Okay. We have different sections are coming, but just try it away, ignore them. We never use any of these things in real time. Even shipping details also not required. When the supply chain management or finance management people configuring the locations for their functionalities team, then they will be using these details. As far as HCM we concerned, our locations are our client's office addresses only team. So three sections: basic details, location information, contact details. That's all. Till here, our location configuration will be completed team. Click on review. Then whatever the things that you configured, you can quickly go through the screens team. If everything is okay, then you can proceed further team. If not, you can click on back, again edit it and changes whatever you want to do, you can do team. Everything is okay, click on submit team, right? So like this team, the location creation in the system will happen. So how I defined for our enterprise team, for all the other organizations in the system, for the business units, departments, okay, then divisions, for all of them, we have to be ready with our locations team. The task name to configure the locations is what team? Manage locations. Come here and we can able to create everything team. So next, what we can do team? Now I'm ready with my location. Shall I continue with my enterprise setup that what we left yesterday team? Yes. Now let me go to the system and search with a task called Manage Enterprise HCM Information. So here when I come team, so as I told you in the system yesterday also, first time when you come, it will show with a dummy name as Vision Corporation or Setup Enterprise. Edit, correct, then the page will become editable. And here we have to name accordingly with our name. Okay. Tata Group Enterprise. Okay. Or just Tata Group or Tata, whatever is your client name that we will provide team. Then status active. These things, as I told, we will talk in the coming classes team. Here. So here we stop with team and it took this much of time to complete the location setup because RDS concept we have to understand, then location. Now see team, whenever I'm configuring my enterprise, I can capture the location here. When I click on the drop down, if I search team, Tata, and if I give a search, here is my location team, what I configured. See, if I configure my location with 111951, it won't show me because enterprise starting with 0001. If you create this with 1951, system won't read it. So only for enterprise, when you configuring the location in the system, create that location with 0001. But rest of them, you can go with 1951. So like this team, whenever we configuring the enterprise, location details we have to capture to our enterprise team. Attachment section, in maximum screens in the Fusion system, we will have team. Any documents, anything related to that particular configuration you want to upload in the system, you can make use of this, or else it is an optional team. So this is what we will capture in the enterprise description section team. Next, we have organization information, workday information team. What is this here? What we are going to configure? Work start time, work end time. Okay. Then standard working hours frequency. Okay. Standard working hours frequency. Okay. One second, team. Here, what you're going to configure? Workday information team, like work start time, work end time, standard working hour. What are these, Kumar? These are our office timings of our client team. We are configuring the enterprise. So here we are defining the employee office timings team, work start and work end, 8:30 to 17. Someone edited in this demo instance. If you only can change it, team. Let's say my timings are 9:30 to 6:30 every day. Okay. Okay. So work start time, end time, and then every week, the frequency weekly I'm giving, you can maintain weekly, monthly, weekly 40 hours my employees have to maintain. Then annual, if you want, you can maintain team. Kumar, how come you will maintain the work timings at the enterprise level? See, team, in the Fusion system, how the concept will work means, see, at the enterprise level, now I'm configuring the work timings every day. The office timings are 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Okay. Now I'm configuring in this way, team. Actually, how system will work, whatever that we configure at the enterprise level in the Fusion system, by default, for all of the companies or the legal entities, the same timings will applicable. Means if I'm hiring an employee in Tata Automobiles, TCS, Communication, Aviation, across the legal entities team, whatever you configure at the enterprise level in the Fusion system. Now I'm configuring at my enterprise level, the workday information timings as 9:30 to 6:30 and weekly 40 hours employees have to work. Okay. If I maintain this team, by default, for all legal entities in the system, the legal employers or legal entities team, where we will hire the employees in Fusion system team, for all of these team, the timings will be 9:30 to 6:30 by default system will consider. But here the problem is there. Some of you might be getting a question. Hey, Kumar, I have a different requirement, Kumar. Tata Automobiles being a manufacturing company, I have the office timings like every day, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Kumar. Then for TCS India Private Limited, I have 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Kumar. For Tata Communication, okay, I will go with the same timings that what I have at the enterprise, 9:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. That is quite natural, team. Every company of my client, they have their working hours differently. Tata Automobiles every day opens at 8 and evening closing will be 5, 8 to 5. Then TCS 10 to 7. Tata Communication, okay, 9:30 to 6:30. Or in US, they have other timings. In UK, they have other timings. Okay. But how come you will generalize that? See, team, whatever we define at the enterprise level, that is a global functionality team. By default, whatever we configure at enterprise will applicable to all legal entities team. But in Fusion system, Oracle given a concept or a flexibility that certain configurations, whatever you configuring at the enterprise, can be overridden at the lower levels team. By default, whatever you configure at the enterprise, that will applicable to all lower level organizations team. But again, whenever you configuring these things, for example, in order to define the legal entities team, I have managed legal entities and I will configure. When I am configuring these legal entities, again, system will give me the provision to maintain workday timings. If I'm okay with enterprise team, whatever I given at the enterprise level, that is okay to me. At the LE level, whenever I'm configuring this legal entity in the system, workday timings, I will leave it blank. So system will check at the enterprise level what we configured, that will applicable. But whenever I'm configuring the legal entities team, if I maintain the timings at the LE level, this will be taken as granted for that. So whatever you configure at enterprise will override at the LE level team. So by default, whatever we configuring at the enterprise in the system, that will be applicable. But again, when you configuring legal entities, you have the provision to override the timings at each LE level separately team. Now, few of them will get more doubts. Kumar, that is also okay to an extent. When we configuring Tata Automobiles, we will give 8 to 5. But my employees who work in Tata Automobiles also, Kumar, they all will not maintain the same office timings. They'll work in different shifts, Kumar. One will work in morning 6 o'clock to afternoon 12 o'clock shift, morning shift. Some will work in afternoon shift. Some will work in night shift. Okay. Then how, Kumar? Yes, whatever workday timings we configuring here are the global level, their actual office timings team, the office operational timings. But employee timings we will be maintaining with a concept called a schedules team. In absence module, actually this is part of OTL, Oracle Time and Labor team. We have work shifts, work pattern and work schedules. One concept is there. So whenever we hire an employee in Core HR team, HR will assign the work schedule to him, which shift he belonged to. So there it will be maintained team. But what we configuring here at the enterprise or the LE level, they are the office timings team, the regular office timings, that office open and close timings team. Okay. So though you configure it enterprise, don't worry. Again, at the LE level, you have the option to capture the work timing separately team. So here I am defining as of now 9:30 to 6:30 and frequency weekly. Every employee should work 40 hours. I am defining. Annual, if you want, you can maintain, or else optional team. Okay. So team, next we have enterprise information. What we have to discuss here, team, we have to talk about person number generation method, worker number generation method, person duplication check, employment model. We have a couple of concepts to discuss, team, here. Let us start with our numbers in the system. Person number and worker number. See, in Fusion application team, we have two concepts, team. One is, let me go to this Excel, let me explain you, team. One is person number and the other one is, team, worker number, team. We have two numbers in the system. It means whenever HR hiring the employees in the Fusion system, two types of numbers we will be experiencing, team. Let us see what are they and what is the difference between both of them. Because when you are attending the interview, team, the very common question that you can expect, 5-star market question, team, what is the difference between person number and worker number in the system? So you have to tell, team. See, I will pass here a couple of statements, team, and then I will explain you what is the difference between them. Exactly, you can repeat the same in the interview. Okay. First of all, person number. Let me write a couple of statements here about that, team. See, person numbers are unique in nature. Okay. Person numbers remains unchanged. Then person numbers maintained globally, and person numbers are mandatory in the system. Let me increase the size of the font. Okay. Right, team. Couple of statements I'm passing here. Please observe. Person numbers are unique in nature, remains unchanged. They maintained globally. They are mandatory in the system, team. Whereas worker numbers are not unique in nature. Okay. They are not unique in nature. They keeps on changing. Okay. They keeps on changing. They are specific to legal entities or legal employers, anything you can call, team, both are one and the same. Okay. And then they are optional in the system, team. They are optional in the system, team. This is what the fundamental difference between these two. See, person number is nothing but employee ID or employee number, team. See, if you people are working in any organizations also, when you join any company, you will be allocated with employee ID, right? Employee number. Even in your identity card, you go and check your employee ID or employee number will be there. That is your unique code or the ID in the company to your team. So in Fusion system, we call that as person number. So Oracle given that naming convention as person number, nothing but employee ID or employee number for every employee when hiring in the system. That system will allocate him. Person number means that one. So why I say these are unique in nature, they remains unchanged. Whenever you hire an employee, if at all a person number allocated to the employee, that will be for lifetime, team. We cannot assign that person number to any another employee. That number is unchanged. It is unique in nature and that is unchanged for that employee. So I will make these statements concrete with some examples, team. See, for example, today I have Mr. Venkatesh who joined in my Tata Automobiles Private Limited company team. Okay, today Venkatesh joined in Tata Automobiles Private Limited. When today means 18th March 2025. Okay, today Venkatesh joined in the company that is Tata Automobiles Private Limited team. Let's assume to my employee Venkatesh team, person number 1001 allocated team. Let's assume for my Venkatesh 1001 person number allocated team. See, in Fusion system, we have a concept called global transfer team. Means what? Currently, Venkatesh hired here. Let's say after 6 months or after 1 year, company want Mr. Venkatesh to get transferred from Tata Automobiles to Tata Communication, from Tata Automobiles to Tata Motors in USA. Intra-company transfer concept we have team from one legal employer or legal entity to another legal entity if employee getting transferred. Let's take up that situation only team. So here, after somewhere about 1 year or something, on 10th April 2026 team, after 1 year after his service, he got transferred to Tata Communications Private Limited team. Okay. After 1 year, my employee Venkatesh getting transferred team from Tata Automobiles to Tata Communication. What is that transfer? We call it as global transfer team. Usually in the system, we have this feature available. Even in this case, the same person number will continue to my Venkatesh. No change in his person number. Once a person number allocated to the employee, that is lifetime, it remains unchanged, unique in nature. See, after 1 year, when I moved Venkatesh from Tata Automobiles to Tata Communication, from one LE to another LE, even then the same person number continued. One more statement I will give you to make it more concrete team. What is that? For example, here after 1 year, it's not a global transfer team. My employee submitted resignation team. Okay. On 10th April 2026, my employee Venkatesh, after 1 year, he submitted the resignation. He want to leave the company team. He got some better offer outside. He's relieving from the organization. He resigned. He left the company team. Okay. He resigned to Tata Automobiles after 1 year. On 10th April 2026, he left the company team. Then after 1 year or 2 years, okay, somewhere around 6th February 2028 or 2029, let's assume in future I'm talking team. My employee Venkatesh again rejoining the company. Again, he attended the interviews. After 3-4 years, he's coming back to his original company. Even I was also part of that cycle. Once upon a time, I was with Oracle. Then I went to Deloitte, PwC, and then again I joined Oracle after 5-6 years team. That quite happens, right? Coming to our old company again. So here, Venkatesh left the company in 2026 team after 1 year of his joining. Then again after 3 years team, on 6th February 2029, he is rehiring in the system team. He is rejoining the company team in future. You know, even in future when HR hiring the employee, we have a concept called a duplication check team because already in the system, Venkatesh record will be there, old employee record, inactive record. So HR can continue with his old record team. That is same person number you can continue to Venkatesh. See team, it's not about only transfer. Even rehiring comes in future also. Even rehiring comes in future also. The same person number you can continue to Venkatesh. Once a person number allocated to the employee in the Fusion system, that is for lifetime. Now you might ask me, Kumar, here let's assume Venkatesh resigned and he left the company. Can I use that person number to another employee? No, you cannot do that. A scenario-based interview question. Make a note of it. Definitely, right? What is the question here? First, a person number allocated to employee. After some years, he left the company. He resigned and he left the company. Now he is no more employee in the company. He is inactive. Can we use that number to another employee? No, we cannot do that. That is lifetime for that person only. If he is rehiring in future, the same number we can continue. That is why, team, I have passed these statements. Person numbers are unique in nature. They remains unchanged and they maintained globally. Means person numbers, team, in Fusion system will be maintained at the enterprise level. So that is the thing, team. Irrespective of employee movement from one legal entity to another legal entity also, there is no change in the person number, team. They maintained globally. They are unique. They remains unchanged. And moreover, team, person number concept Oracle made in the system as mandatory. So definitely every customer or client have to use person number concept. It's mandatory in the system, team. Now coming to worker number, exactly opposite to that, team. We have one more concept called worker number. What is that, team? Worker numbers are not unique in nature, team. They keeps on changing and they are specific to legal entities. This is main point we have to target here, team. Worker numbers are specific to legal entity. They keeps on changing, not unique. Means what, team? Same example you take, team. Venkatesh today when he hired in the system, person number 1001 allocated, some worker number, some 7834 or something allocated, team. Let's assume. Why we have two numbers, I will come in next 2 minutes. Okay. 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 So 7834, let's assume worker number allocated, team, to my employee Venkatesh today. Same example you take. After 1 year, Venkatesh transferred, team, from Tata Automobiles to Tata Communication. Here, as per this legal entity, whatever the available sequence, team, that will allocate to Venkatesh. So see, team, here again new worker number. Then let's say resignation case, team. Let's say Venkatesh resigned and he rehiring in future, team. Here again, the latest available sequence in that, it will come to Venkatesh, team. So worker numbers keeps on changing, team. It's not unique to the employee. In the global transfer case, from one LE to another LE when employee moving, the worker number changed, team. Then in rehire case also, the worker number changes. Worker numbers are specific to legal entities. To maintain the unique sequence for every legal entity, client might opt this concept because, team, Oracle given this feature as optional, team. Every client will not use it because many of the situations client will tell that, hey Kumar, why two numbers? I don't want to go with that. It's a confusion to my employees. Anyhow, person number is mandatory. We have to go with this. Please switch off the worker number. We don't want that. So, team, we can switch off or disable this functionality in the system. Worker number is optional, not mandatory, team. As an implementation consultant, as per the client requirement, we can switch off that feature. So when we hiring the employee, you can hide this feature, team. It won't come. Only person number only you can use because person numbers Oracle give it as mandatory. Now you can ask me, Kumar, then why worker number concept? In which scenario they will use this? See, team, some clients will have 3 or 4 legal entities, team, multiple legal entities, and they have a requirement that frequently they will move their employees from one LE to another LE. Most of the times they have global transfer situations, team. They will keep on moving the employees from one company to another company as per the situational requirement. During that time, to maintain the uniqueness of the employee record in the system, worker numbers, because in each LE, the employee will have a specific ID, team. In that case, only worker numbers customers might use. But in general, most of the cases, if you ask me, team, I have not seen for my clients, they're opting the worker number in the system. 100% person number is mandatory. Clients will use this option, team. Okay. So whether this is using or not, it's up to them. This is an optional concept in the system. We can disable this also. But their behavior will be like this, team. They keeps on changing. They maintain at LE level. These are maintained globally at the enterprise level team. So this is about team person number and worker number in the Fusion application. 99.9% every interview, this question you will expect. Okay, you can tell me after you were attending the interviews, Kumar, you told in the class this was asked to us in the interview. Definite question that uh, confidently I can say team. Okay, so whenever in the interview they ask you the question, the same statements what I passed, the same examples what I have mentioned, you have to narrate it accordingly to the interviewer team. Okay, so this is about team person number and worker number. Kumar, why you are explaining this now at the enterprise configuration? What is the use of that? The enablement and their generation methods we are setting up here, team. See, so when I come to enterprise, that is why I told you, team, why enterprise setup is very important. Several functionalities, enablement and disablement we will decide. See here, at my enterprise level team here, person number generation method and worker number generation. Generation method means how you want the person numbers to be generated. When HR hiring the employee in the system, how they want. Here team, we have three methods available. What are their team? Manual, then automatic. Within automatic, again, we have two options team. Automatic prior to submission, automatic upon final save. The generation method we have to set up team. For example, if I go with manual team, person number generation method in the system, I'm going it as manual. What happens, team, if I go with manual in the front end, whenever HR hiring the employee team, okay, person number will come with open field. HR have to manually fit. I'll show you practically. Let me submit it team to get the changes reflected. Now see team, at our enterprise level, team, what I did, see, at the enterprise level team, what I did, person number, the generation method I kept as manual. The behavior I will show you in the front end so that you will easily understand. Now team, once we hand over the system, core HR, let's assume we configured everything, we hand over to the client. Now the client side HR people started using the system. If a HR want to hire an employee team, HR will come to my client group, they will go to new person team. And here HR will come to hire an employee. Now C team, when HR hiring the new employee in the system who got selected, their records HR creating in the system team. So the very first tab, identification tab, if you see, we have basic details, then personal details team. So here C team, person number came. So when HR hiring, the person number came with open field. As a HR have to feed what is the person number that HR want to allocate to the employee. Manual means this is the behavior. So whenever client side HRs using the system, person numbers, they will manually allocate to the employees team. It's their will and wish. Whatever the sequence they want to give, they can follow accordingly team. See, manual inputting. If not this team, I can go with automatic. See, welcome to enterprise team, edit, correct. Okay. If not manual team, the generation method, we have automatic. In automatic also, we have two options team. Automatic prior to submission, automatic upon final save. First, let me go with automatic, that too prior to submission. See team, when you going with automatic team, person number generation method, initial person number sequence you can give team. If you are not giving anything team, for example, now we are configuring team at the enterprise level, the generation method we kept as automatic. This one we are giving blank. So once we hand over the system, the very first person HR hires team, number one will allocate by the system team. The sequence will kickstart from 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. If not, if your client having any sequence team, initial person number, my client telling Kumar start our sequence with 10001. So initial sequence you can give here team. So whatever the sequence you give, whenever HR hiring, the sequence will kickstart from that 10001. Then the second person 10002, 10003, 10004, 5, 6. sequence will continue from that team. So here, few of you might be getting a doubt. Kumar, now let's assume our Tata Group, our client, purchased Oracle Fusion System. But till now, our client using Oracle EBS, PeopleSoft, or SAP, or Workday, some other ERP applications, Kumar. And already our client having some 10,000 employees data in that legacy system. So obviously, team, when we implementing all those data, we will migrate into Fusion team. So Kumar, going forward, when client using, I want to continue the sequence, whatever the 10,000 employees data is there, whatever the person numbers they have, the sequence should continue from there. In that case, team, we'll go with automatic, and the initial person number, we will give the max number in that. The existing employees data of the client. In that, the maximum person number, whatever is their team, that number after we will give here as initial. So the concept, how it will work, team, when you go with automatic, initial person number, whatever you pass, the sequence will kickstart. Now see, I'll show you practically. Now I went with team automatic prior to submission, that too. Okay. See here, automatic prior to submission team, right? And sequence initial person number I given that. Now team, whoever the employee HR hires. Now see, as a HR, I'm hiring the employee in the front end team. Hire an employee, then let me choose any of the legal employers in the demo instance as of now. Then team, see, person number came as what? Generated automatically. As a HR, I'm not having option to input anything. Let me quickly go with that team. So let's say I'm going with team. Some details mandatory I'm giving. Now see team. The moment from first tab to the second tab I come. Next tab I'm moving team. Person information tab. My person number is here. What is the person number? What is the person number? 100001. Who told system to give this one? I told that. Initial person number. So team, this is your client requirement. Whatever the sequence that they want to kickstart, they have to give that reference number here, team. So automatic means system will generate. I have not given, system generated. Prior to submission, if I go team, the moment I come to second tab, the number will come here. I don't need to complete all the sections submitting. The moment I come to second tab, prior to submitting the record only, I can see the person number. If not that team, I have another option. Click on correct. Okay. Within automatic only, upon final save, one more option is there. Automatic upon final save. In this also team, automatic only. System only will generate. But upon final save means team, second tab when I come, system will not generate person number. I have to complete all the tabs, save, submit. Then system will create the person number. It's a matter of 3 tabs before and after. That's all. Both are same, automatic only team. But prior to submission means before submitting the record only. The moment I come to second tab, person number I can see. Automatic upon final save, if I give, I have to complete all the tabs, save, submit, then the person number system will trigger team. So this is the 3 generation methods we have in the system team. And initial person number, what system should kickstart. Now for this employee, 10001 given. Next, after this, one more person I will hire. Then system will follow 10002, 10003, like that. Now here few of you might get a question. Kumar, alphanumeric can I maintain, Kumar? My client telling Tata should come before. Tata 10001. See, as of now, we have a limitation team, but in the upcoming releases, we can expect that. As of now, in automatic, only numeric only supporting. Alphanumeric, if you want, you can achieve in manual option team. If you keep manual, while HR hiring, when HR have to input team, then system allowing. Okay. But in automatic, alphanumeric means like this combination, prefixing with your company code followed by number. Like this team, system not allowing in automatic as of now. But many companies requesting Oracle to give that feature. In the upcoming releases, we can expect that in the system team. Okay. So this is about person number concept and its generation method in the system. So I hope everyone understood this concept, team. I will conclude here for today. In tomorrow's session, we will proceed with further. Now, let me take up the questions, team. Any questions as such in today's topic, online people? You
Hi,
can see.
yeah, this is Srinivas.
Mhm.
Yeah, as you explained that concept global transfer. So, for example, Venkatesh is transferred from one location to another location that globally.
One legal entity to another legal
Yeah,
entity
one
location.
legal entity to another legal entity. So,
Mm.
10th April, he was joined in the another location. That means
Mhm.
legal entity. So, how the payroll or how they will active on the previous, the
We will
current
see.
and the
We are
previous.
not discussing about payroll. We will come to the payroll, then I will explain you. Here, just a concept of person number perspective, please wait. Absences, how they will transfer, payroll, how it will transfer, or compensation plans, how it will transfer. That we have
Mm.
to discuss when we come to those areas.
Okay.
Without payroll explaining, I cannot explain this one. As of now, just stick to person number concept, how it is working. Okay,
Okay.
next question, team.
Hi Kumar, Prashant here. So everyone is creating enterprise and all these divisions, entities and all in the same sandbox, right? So can we create multiple, like somebody is creating Tata?
Enterprise, we cannot create multiple, as I mentioned. Remaining all you can create. Divisions you can create. With your name, you create it. For your practice purpose, it will look unique to you.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Kumar.
Yeah, hi.
Kumar, wanted to know about worker number. Okay, you
Mm.
mentioned about the worker number that it keeps on changing because you given one example that people they keep on shifting or transferring the people from one legal entity to another based on the requirement, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how we can track that it is associated with the same person? Like here, person number will remain unique, right? And the worker number will keep on changing.
Obviously, correct. Mm. So what is the
Okay.
question here?
So
How to?
so is these two are connected uh, for that particular person?
Obviously, connected means when you hire an employee, for that person only, these two numbers will be triggering. One
Okay.
person number and one worker number. But when worker number, usually clients will have a choice to use is when there is a frequent movement of people from one LE to another LE, or we have a concept in the fusion system where one employee you can make work for two companies of them simultaneously. In that case also, to make uniqueness of the employee record, separate numbers they will use. Okay.
Okay.
And Hemant, one second, let me go to the questions in the chat board for today. Hi Kumar, which method is preferred to person number? See, there is nothing preferable, Hemant. All three are three features we have. Client to client, they will opt. There is no drawback or flaw in any of these things. According to the client choosiness, they will go with that option. And when someone has worker number 123 in legal entity, Tata moves to Tata legal entity, it gets worker number 45, employee come back. No. If he come back to the back legal entity, then again new worker number will trigger. That is why I told it will keep on changing. You cannot continue with that old worker number. And Jyoti, is there any option where we can pull our load address from in? We have that Jyoti Ranjan in spreadsheet or Excel. Either these two data migration tools we will use for bulk uploading of locations or even the legal entities, business units, everything we can do. We will be seeing that in our technical sessions, sure. And I can see a question from Amrish. There was a video posted in Triotech YouTube channel about Redwood. Amrish, yes, I'll share today in your community the Redwood enablement document. You can please find that. And team, please follow our YouTube channel to get more additional concepts that what we usually don't cover in the regular training. For that concepts to follow, you can please follow the YouTube channel, team. We are also coming up with some series of interview questions also in that. So each question where we are going to give the explanation how to answer to that. We have a roadmap for next 3 months to give more content in the YouTube channel. So I request everyone, please subscribe to that so that you get more information about this. And Deepika Chaudhary during automatic prior option where the generated person number gets saved in the database instantly or it will be saved after submit. Usually Deepika, that will be saved instantly only, not in the database. Once you click on submit, then it will get saved in the database. And is it possible to maintain person number? No. If that is the case, Satish, you have to manually load that worker numbers after you hiring the employee to the in the system. But maintaining same is not possible. Is it possible to different jobs for different BUs under same LE? That is possible, Rishikesh. An employee can have multiple assignments in a single legal entity. You can hire him in different jobs also. That we will see. Add assignment feature we have, we will see that. And how is the worker number generated? Is it assigned to a person number level or it is maintained? It's not related to person number. It is related to worker, employee specific that in the system. And Sanju Paul, if an employee region in same enterprise but different legal entities, person number will be same. You moved the employee to another country also, to another legal employee in another country also. Person number will not change. Only worker number only will change. And Bhaskar, when we start transfer action for an employee, how long does it change the worker? That is immediately Bhaskar. If it is going for an approval, that's a different story. But if you have no approvals in the system, the moment you do the transfer, immediately while you performing the transfer only, the worker number generation will happen. And in case I worked for company HCL 2 times, but I got changed in them. See, that is up to your company, Venkatesh. But as far as Fusion system is concerned, the concept of person number is unique. In your HCL company, what ERP system they are using, I don't know. Probably they might have that policy to change accordingly. But in Fusion application, the functionality, if you see, person number will work like this. And how the system identify that same person number rehiring. For that, Aravind, tomorrow I'm going to talk about that. We have a duplication check feature. So when you enable that, system will identify the existing record. My name is Jaydeep. You need to enter the code without giving spaces. It's not mandatory. As such, I have given underscore Jaydeep. You want to go with your own combination means you can go, not an issue. And I can see here some more questions in real time, both person worker number is used or just most of the cases, Perry person number is only being used. And I kindly confirm is there a toggle option to switch between automatic? Nothing like that. Usually these are one-time decisions, Sanjay. In the initial time only clients will decide. It's not, we can change it later on, but it's not a suggestible thing to switch from automatic to manual frequently. And is an option where we can pull, okay, which criteria changing duplication. Okay, that also answer in real time. If worker number is not mandatory, then how track person number different. See, different BUs is a different story. Again, we have while we hiring the employee assignment numbers coming in. So we will track the employee based upon assignment numbers there. So worker number is not required for us, Deepika, anymore. And Rishikesh, today Excel of client, yes, I'll show Supreme what is the process for changing the person number, worker number after the worker's data been fully integrated into the Fusion. Person number corrections I will show you, but for that I require some transactions to perform. In our core HR transaction Supreme, we are going to see that one. And if I join same location and position when the worker number, rejoining Mahesh, person number will change, worker number will change. Person number only will not change. And Sanju Paul, see applications, what happened is yesterday we have an issue with that ESLL. When we shared, someone locked the account for some time. And moreover, today morning that got replaced with this one. This one we are sharing, and I'm expecting this instance will be there for next 1 week or 10 days. But most of the times, please use EKMK. That is our stable. Every one of you ignoring that. You are ignoring EKMK and you are struggling with demo instances. Only security I told you to practice in demos. EKMK is stable. The time you enrolled, already it's been 10-15 days. No change to the password or no change to anything in the instance. But you are not using EKMK. Please do that. Demos, why we frequently update is it's not even in our hands. It's Oracle schedule. Sometimes Oracle will hold 3 days. Sometimes 1 week. Sometimes 10 days. Sometimes every 2 days it will refresh. We don't have the cycle control with us. That is why I keep on telling to everyone team, please make use of our private environment, EKMK test. That is stable one. Only demo instances use as a backup. Don't rely upon only demos for all the practicing. If you rely upon that, you will be, see, the funny part, people will come and ask me after 1 month, Kumar, I didn't get instances every time the data refreshing. You are not following correctly. The thing is, EKMK instance is there in your community, but no one looks at. And even support number also we have given to you on day one team. And even now today morning also some person, Sairam or someone asking me for videos how to find Kumar. Please follow properly team. From day one, every communication in the community we have shared it properly only. Videos, if you are not following, it's already 15 days. Then how come you will go back again and complete all the sessions? Day one, everyone got emails to you, or day two or day three we sent. If you are not operating the portal, then how you will study the content, things, right? Please follow all the things. Access being given. Okay, Anisa again, I'm not able to access. Why? What is the problem? Portal access to everyone shared. That's I already told in third and fourth class. Please reach out. Please reach out if anyone have the issue. Till now, if you're not reaching means you are missing something. So please check all the things. Your access is properly created or not. You are added into the community or not. And then instances also. Please make a habit of using EKMK. That is your stable server for entire 6 or 7 months period. Only demos use as a standby. Okay. Only demos use as a standby. Okay. So I'll conclude here, team. We'll join back tomorrow and we'll continue. Thank you, everyone.